Hello everyone, welcome to Career Launcher, and today we are going to talk about IIM Kozhikode BMS Aptitude Test 2025, and this is the fourth session in which we are going to do some sample questions, and the paper they have released contains the previous year questions of CAT in Quantitative Aptitude, so more or less we are going by that. Okay. So let's solve few more questions and see uh, what kind of questions we have got. So let's move on to the first question. What does it says? It says that in an examination, the maximum possible score is n, while passing marks is 45%. Okay. So what I am going to do, I am going to draw a number line. So out of that number line, this is my total score. This is my passing score, that is 45% of n. That's what question tells us. Okay. A candidate obtained 36 marks but falls short of pass marks by 68%. So basically, candidate scored 36 marks. And this marks is 68% less than that. Okay. So if a number is 68% less than that number, it means this should be equal to 32% of passing marks. So 32% of passing mark is what? 32% of 45 upon 100 into n. And that's the answer. Just we need to figure out the value of n now. Just simple calculation is there. So basically I am going to cancel out by 9. So it is going to be 4. It is going to be 5. Then 4 8s are 32. This is going to be what? 20. 4 2, this is going to be 5, and this is going to be 50. So n comes out to be what? That's going to be 50 into 5. So what is the value of n? What is the total marks? That is going to be 250. So we need to figure out that which of the options can be true. So 250, does it lie in this range? No. 250, does it lie in this range? No. 250, does it lie in this range? No. 250, does it lie in this range? Yes. So my answer of this question is going to be option D, that is 243 to 252. So whenever we see these kind of questions, so this is the standard approach to solve these questions. Okay. Now let's start the next one. What does it says? So basically this is a question of time and work. So what is going to happen in time and work? One day Rahul started working. So basically anyone has any doubt or you don't understand anything, so you can write the message in the chat box and I'll respond accordingly. So one day Rahul started a work at 9 a.m. and Gautam joined him 2 hours later. Fair point. So Rahul is starting at 9, Gautam is starting at 11. Then they work together and they are completing the work at 5 p.m. same day. Okay. If both have started at 9 a.m. together, the work would have been completed 30 minutes earlier. Working alone, the time Rahul would have taken to complete the work is, and that's what question is talking about. Okay. So how to approach? Generally, in the question of work, we assume what is the total work. We assume total work of the LCM of all the times that are given, but in the question, time itself is not given. That whenever you see a question of time and work, that A completes a job in 10 hours, B completes a job in 20 hours. So together they are going to do they are going to finish the job in how many hours. So we assume that work is going to be LCM of 10 and 20 and solve accordingly. But in this question, that is not given. So what from which point I'm going to start? So I am going to assume that efficiency of Rahul is 1. Efficiency of Rahul is 1 and efficiency of Gautam is G. And work is given to us as W. Okay. So basically, now the first scenario is Rahul is starting at 9 and he is done at 5. So Rahul is working for 8 hours. So Rahul is working for 8 hours. So in 8 hours, how much work he is going to do? 8 into 1. Okay. Gautam is starting at 11 o'clock because he's starting 2 hours later. So Gautam is working for 6 hours. So total work completed by Gautam, that is going to be 6G. And that is equal to what? Total work, that is W. Fair point. Now, second day, what happened? Both of them started at what time? 9 o'clock. And work was completed at what time? Half an hour before. So basically, 4:30, the work was completed. Okay. So Rahul is working for how many hours? 7.5 hours. So in 7.5 hours, how much work he is going to do? 7.5 into 1. Gautam is going to work for how many hours? 7.5 hours. So that is 7.5 into G. And that is equal to total work. So what I'm going to do now? I'm going to put total work equal to total work. So 8 plus 6G, and that is equal to what? 7.5 plus 7.5G. So from here, I'm going to get 0.5 is equal to 1.5G. So that gives us G is equal to 1 upon 3. So efficiency of Gautam becomes 1 upon 3. Now I'm going to place it over here. So Rahul is going 8 units. Gautam is doing 1 by 3 units. So 6G comes out to be 2. And that is equal to work. So my total work comes out to be what? 10. Total work is 10. Efficiency of Rahul is 1. So how much time he is going to take? That's going to be 10 hours. So answer of this question is going to be option 1. That is 10 hours. So not every time we assume work. A lot of times what we do, we assume the efficiencies as well. So we can so basically there are multiple things are going to happen in a question of time and work. What is the efficiency, what is the work? So sometimes we assume work, sometimes we assume efficiency. Either of the things are fine. Okay, now let's start the next one. So I hope everyone understood that question. Now the next one, a straight road connects point A and point B. Car 1 travels from A to B, car 2 travels from B to A, both leaving at the same time. After meeting each other, they take 45 and 20 minutes respectively. Okay. And question is saying the speed of the car is 60. What is the speed of car 2? Okay. So this is car 1, A and B. Car 1 is moving with a speed of what? 60. Okay. Car 2 is moving with a speed of, let's say, S. Okay. They are meeting together. So let's say they are meeting at this point, right? Okay. So basically, when they are meeting, so this car is going to take T time to reach this point, and this car is going to take T time to reach this point. So what is this distance is going to be? 60 into T. What is going to be this distance? That is S into T. That's what that is given to us. Okay. After that, S is going from here to here. How much time S is going to take? 20 minutes. So so 20 into S is going to be distance. So this from this point to this point, distance is 60T as well as 20S. From this point to this point, car 1 is going to take 45 minutes. And what is the speed? That is 60. Okay. So basically it is in minute. So I can do it by divide by 60, and I'm going to go divide by 60. Now, what is the equations I am going to get? That this distance should be equal to 60T, that is 60 into T, that is also equal to 1 by 3 of S. That is my first equation, right? Second equation is going to be what? S into T, and that is equal to what? 45 upon 60 is going to be 3 upon 4. And this is going to be what? 15. So 15 3s are 45. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to divide equations. So what I'm going to get, TT gets cancels out. So I'm going to get 60 upon S. That is equal to S upon 3 into 45. So I can say that S square is equal to 60 into 3 into 45. Okay, so this is going to be 60 into 3 is going to be, so let me factorize it. So I can say 60 is what? 20 into 3 into 3 into 5 into 9. Okay, so if I 20 into 5 is 100, so S comes out to be square root of this number. So 100 square root of 100 is 10, square root of 3 into 3 is 3, square root of 9 is 3. So what is the value of S we are going to get? That's going to be 90. So answer of this question is going to be option A. Although there is a direct formula for these kind of questions, that the ratio of time after meeting is equal to ratio of speed is equal to ratio of uh, uh, square root of ratio of times after meeting. So but even if you don't know the formula, you can still solve the question. Okay, now let's move on to the next one. So I hope everyone understood till last question. So it says that score of Amal and Bimal in an exam are 11 is to 14. Okay. So score of Amal is 11x. Score of Bimal is 14x. Okay. And after the appeal, their score increased by same number. So that is equal to plus A and plus A. So that is going to be their final score. Okay. The question says that final score is in the ratio of 47 is to 56. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cross multiply. Okay. But before that, I'm going to figure out what question is talking about Bimal's new score to the original score. So Bimal's new score is 14x plus A. Vimal's original score is 14x. So I am going to get solve it 1 plus A upon 14x. So my job is to figure out the value of A upon 14x. Okay, so that's what I need to work on. Okay, so I don't need the value of A, I don't need the value of X, I need the ratio of A upon X. Now cross multiply, so 56 into X is going to be 616X plus 56A. Okay. Now 14 into 47 is going to be 658x plus 47a. Now if I'm going to take x to this side, a to this side, so I'm going to get 9a. That is going to be what? 42. Okay. So I'm going to 42x. So 3 and this is 14 and let's keep it as 14 itself. So I am getting 3a is equal to 14x. So a upon 14x is equal to what? 1 upon 3. So I am just going to plug that value over here. 1 plus 1 upon 3. So value comes out to be 4 upon 3. So my answer of this question is going to be option A. Okay. Now this is the subjective approach to solve this question. Okay. But can there be an alternate approach? Yes. So what alternate approach is? Bimal's original score was 14x. Bimal's final score is 56y. Right. So if I am going to take this ratio, so this is 4. So my answer is 4y upon x. So it means my numerator should be a multiple of 4. So basically what are the options I can have? Either this or this. Now after that, just go with the value and assume some values and figure out what could be the answer. And that's how you can get the answer very easily. So now let's move on to the next one. So how many two-digit numbers with the non-zero digits in unit place uh, are there which are more than thrice the number formed by interchanging the position of the digits? Okay, so how many two digits with non-zero digits in unit place? So unit place is non-zero, and let's say two-digit number is AB. Okay, and then you are interchanging the position of the digits. So final number is going to be what? BA. And this final number is greater than 3 times of the original number. And that's what question is saying. And my job is to figure out that how many numbers are possible. Okay. So one approach, generally people think you can go with hit and trial, but if I'm talking about two-digit numbers, there are going to be hell lot of two-digit numbers. There are 92-digit numbers. So what we are going to do? Okay. Okay. So what I am going to do over here, that is going to be, I am going to say 10a plus b, that is simply the expansion of a number into 3, that is less than 10b plus a. Okay, so I can say 30a plus 3b is less than 10b plus a. Okay, okay, so just take b to this side, take a to this side. This is going to be 29a is less than 7b. Okay, so this is what question is saying. Okay, okay, so basically what are the possible values we can pick? Okay, just give numbers. So let's say a is equal to 1. Okay, so if a equal to 1, so 29 into 1, so I am going to write all the possible value. So a equal to 1, let's write it like this. A is 1, so 7b should be greater than 29. So b can be what? 5. Then b can be what? 6. B can be what? 7. B can be 8. B can be 9. Okay. Now let's give uh, a value of 2. Okay. So 29 into 2 is 58. And 7 into b should be what? Uh, Greater than 58. So there is only one possible value of b, that is going to be 9. Okay. And what are the other possible values? Let's put a equal to 3. So 29 into 3 comes out to be 87. Now, because a and b are a digit, so b can never be greater than 9. B cannot be 10. B cannot be 11. So if a is equal to 3, I am not going to get any number. So what are the possible numbers I can get? 1 and 5. So my initial number was ab. So it can be 15, it can be 16, it can be 17, it can be 18, it can be 19, as well as it can be 29. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So my answer of this question is going to be option B, that is 6 different numbers are possible for which you interchange the value and number become more than thrice. Okay. So I hope everyone understood this question. Let's move on to the next one. Okay. So it says two alcohol solutions are mixed in proportion 1 by 3 by volume. Okay. So I have two alcohol solutions. One is A, second is B, and this is 1 units, this is 3 unit. Okay. The volume is then, so basically what is the total volume of the mixture? That is 4. The volume of the mixture is doubled by adding solution A. So I am adding 4 more. And what is 4? That is complete A. And how much is B? 0. Okay. So now amount has been doubled. So what is the total amount I have? That is 8 units. Out of which how much is A? 5. How much is B? That is 3. Okay. So it means in the final solution, the ratio of A and B is 5:3. Okay. Now resulting mixture has a alcohol percentages as 72. A has alcohol percent as 60. B has alcohol percent as B. My job is to figure out how much B is. Now A and B are mixed in the ratio of 5:3. Okay. So this difference comes out to be 12. So if 3 is 12, so 1 is 4, so 5 is 20. So what is the value of B that comes out? That is 92. So answer of this question is going to be option 2, that is 92. And these kind of questions you can easily solve by using the concept of allegation. So use allegation and you are going to get these questions right very easy. Okay. Now let's move on to the next one. It says that length of four sides of a quadrilateral are integer valued if three sides are of length 1, 2, and 4, the total number of possible lengths of the four sides. Okay. So basically, there is a, a condition for any polygon. That is, any side should be greater than the lowest difference between two sides. Lowest difference between any two sides. And it is always greater than the lowest difference between two sides, and it is always less than sum of all sides. So basically in triangle, we say that it is greater than the difference less than the sum because there are only three sides. So you don't have to worry about it. But in polygon, this is the general formula. So this is how we are going to calculate. So difference of 1 and 2 is 1. Difference of 1 and 4 is 3. Difference of 2 and 4 is 2. So what is the lowest difference between among the three? That is 1. What is the summation of all sides? That is going to be what? 7. And this is going to be the length of side. So how many sides are possible? 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So for the last side, there are 5 possible values, and that's going to be answer. That is going to be option 4, option C, that is 5. Now, let's look at the next one. Just read this question and then I'll start. So this question says, the area of a rectangle and a square of its perimeter are in the ratio 1:25. So area of rectangle is A into B. Perimeter is 2 times A plus B. And it says a square of perimeter, that is this, and area is this, and it says it is in the ratio of 1:25. Okay, now says that what is the ratio of shorter to longer side. Okay. So if I say it is A plus B whole square, right? So it means, and on the right hand side, I can say it is going to be 1/5 whole square, right? So it means denominator means A plus B should be a multiple of 5, right? So what I am going to do, I am just going to look at all the options and see which option is giving me a value that is multiple of 5. So 2 plus 9, 11, definitely not. 1 plus 3, 4, definitely not. 3 plus 8, 11, definitely not. 1 plus 4, 5, that might be our answer. So I am saying that A is 1 and B is 4. Directly I am taking and I am putting it in this option, this statement, and see whether I get the answer or not. So A into B, that is 4, upon square, 2 square is 4. A plus B, that is 5, 5 square, and that is equal to 1/25. That matches my original condition. So answer of this question is going to be option D, that is 1:4. So I hope everyone understood the approach of this question or these kind of any questions, that make use of options as much as possible. If you are going to use options, you are going to be faster, you are going to be far more accurate, and uh, so if you are using options, so calculation also decreases. So with this, we conclude this session. Thank you. So if anyone has any doubt, you can definitely ask me the doubt. I would be happy to help.